Hello and welcome to Marvel Character Talk. Today we're going to look at a very special issue of Captain America from 1969, getting towards the end of the Silver Age. Please like, reply, and hit that notification bell. This would be Jack Kirby's final issue from the 60s on Captain America. This is number 112. The series took on after Tales of Suspense ended, so the first cap was 100. I just did a video on that. This one is 112. It was sandwiched in between the Steranko issues, very classic covers. That was 110, 111, and then 113. And then Jane Colan took over the artwork. Very cool cover. Look at how great Cap looks there. And then we've got villains. We've got Batroc the Leaper, an AIM agent, and they're colored kind of funny. So instead of the yellow hood helmet, he's got that color. These guys are two agents that work with the Red Skull. There's Zemo, Baron Zemo, Submariner, Living Laser, Swordsman, Trapster from the Frightful Four. That's Dr. Faustus, looking kind of strange. And that's a big robot that's one of the sleepers from Captain America. This one's this black background, always tough to get, in great shape. You can see some color breaks there. And then along the spine. I don't know if I'd ever send this one in to get graded. If I did, I'd have a press. This one doesn't go for that much, but it'd be real nice to have on display. Let's take a look inside here. So this was April 69, on sale 3 months earlier, so January 69. Reuniting Stan the Man Lee and Jack King Kirby. This was a cool issue because it's kind of in between what was going on in the regular continuity. Cap was put out of action and they think he's gone, so it's kind of a recap issue, and you'll see how they do that in a moment. Look at this, the phone rings, and who do we got? This is great because you hardly ever got to see Jack Kirby draw Iron Man later on, because he left Avengers, and most of all the Tales of Suspense, the early issues with him, were drawn by Don Heck. He did some of the covers, so to see him do the artwork inside. So he gets the call. He thinks that Captain America is dead. They're going to make the final arrangements. So he's going to go look at his file there, Visifile. So it's told through Tony Stark telling the issue. So they go through his history, and it's really neat because they go all the way back to the 1940s here, talking about it and stuff, and some of the issues from the Golden Age, stories that I'm not familiar with because I never read the reprints of the 40s Captain America. So that's the original look. And where do you see some of these other guys here? Kirby goodness. Now look at this page here where they go through some cool villains that actually must have appeared back then. This guy's called the Butterfly. Very cool. And look, that they had an original Circus of Crime, not the one from the 60s on up that we know. There was a World War II version with the Ringmaster. So this Ringmaster would be the father of the Ringmaster. And look at him, he's got the symbol on his hat. Some of these guys. The Unholy Legion of Beggars. Look at this kind of cool looking, the White Death. Toadman. Yeah, those would be wild ones to get. They were very expensive to get Golden Age. They were still selling some of their products here. So like I said, this is 69. This is one of the last things they came out for, in-house sort of thing. Plastic pillows. They were still selling a few of the T-shirts and still doing the MMS membership kits you could get. There's Captain Marvel was added. And then we're getting to Bucky. The famous fight with Baron Zemo. Telling them they're going to rocket. This is the one where Bucky's going to get killed. And he's always going to be haunted through that, all these issues. Yeah, so for all Marvel continuity, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, Bucky was dead. Even though they'd kind of bring him back a little bit to cover, or Rick Jones would be in an outfit. There'd always be flashbacks, so it's not like he became the Winter Soldier until this century. And then, of course, from the MCU, we all know Bucky. And so then they move on to where he was frozen in the ice. And look at Submariner. Look at how great the Jack Kirby artwork. Look at this. It's like a pinup. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Great. So he finds him in the ice. Look at him. And then he comes back. The Avengers find him. And then so living legend lived again. So see, this is like a retelling and a recap, and like it says, special album issue. So it's not part of the... It's part taking place as a reminiscence, but it's not part of the main story that Captain America was going through. So there's a show coming with S.H.I.E.L.D. Nick Fury, he works with that. There's Agent 13, that turns out to be Sharon Carter. Oh, look, there's MODOK. MODOK. There's AIM agents. So, recapping what's going on. There's that sleeper from the cover. Oh, look at him. Very nice. Another full pager. And then some of the villains he fought so far in his solo. There's Batroc the Leaper. The Tumbler. How many people remember the Tumbler? The Swordsman. Living Laser. He first appeared in fighting the Avengers. And there they are, the Exiles, that's what they're called. So they have each different costumes, and some of them from different countries. They help out the Red Skull. There's a little more of the Trapster. So there's Dr. Faustus. So that's who he had fought up there. So how's he doing? Now it is ended. A freedom fighter is down his prime by the hate-filled hordes of Hydra. Rest easy, soldier. You will be avenged. Next issues, things are never what they seem. No, they are not in comics. Of course, Cap wasn't dead, so he's back. So very cool Jack Kirby artwork. Here's the bullpen bulletins page. Stan's soapbox, the checkbox. Let's see, they're up to Doctor Doom again in Fantastic Four. Quicksilver on Spider-Man. That was a good cover. Avengers are up to 62. There's Black Panther and the Monstrous Men is called the Man-Ape. The Black Panther. X-Men were still going. There's Daredevil 50. Thor, that was still Jack Kirby doing that. And look at that one's with Galactus. Hulk, that's cool with the Mandarin, the Sandman. Iron Man, Submariner. Captain Marvel, S.H.I.E.L.D., Doctor Strange, Sergeant Fury, Captain Savage. Look at them all. So they had quite a lot of books going towards the end of the decade, because there was a moratorium on how many they could have earlier on for some business deal, and that was finally lifted, so they got to do more. Here's Let's Wrap with Cap, 2-page letter page, talks about the ranks of Marvelton. I got quite enough sayer. There's a picture from one of the Steranko panels. The end of the beginning. Oh, look, there's Marvel Superheroes. That was an anthology book, so each month would be something different. It had reprints. And then that's a Barry Smith, who'd later change his name a little bit to his full name, Barry Windsor Smith. Very Kirby-esque style he had. Oh, that's cool. Take a look at the cover. More Marvel character talk to come. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, more Marvel character talk. Thank you.